Hey, welcome back. As you can see, I've pretty much done my entire face. I figured let me try to see if I can make these videos just a little bit shorter for you guys and a little bit more detailed. Don't fall, camera. So I did complete this side, and I'm going to go ahead and do this side of my eye just to show you guys what I do. Little pieces of hair everywhere. Okay, so the one thing that I did do, I shouldn't have probably done, I did put concealer here. As you can see, it's already starting to crease because I did not set it. So what I'm going to do is when that happens, and if you feel that you have to, go ahead and do one side at a time. It's completely okay to do concealer and then set it, do concealer and then set it, because you don't want any creases. So what I'm gonna just do is really quickly use my damp beauty blender and just kind of make it wet, and then beauty blender that is with setting powder, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go like this. This is baking. The only time I ever really do it is if I've already done my entire face and I haven't done my eyeshadow, because again, sometimes fallout does happen, and this just kind of helps like catch whatever loose pigment there is, and then you can kind of just wipe it away and everything is all good from there. Alright, so the two eyeshadow palettes, because I can never stick to just one because I'm nuts. The two eyeshadow palettes that okay, stay. The two eyeshadow palettes I am using is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance. As you can see, I've clearly used it, and the Anastasia Norvina. I don't understand. Why can't you stay up? Let's see if maybe this works. Okay, so I'm going to be using those two eyeshadow palettes. Don't forget, and it's okay to blend two palettes. It's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get my concealer. It's the Urban Decay Naked Skin. This one is in medium light. I might be olive tone, but I have peach undertones, which tends to make me a little bit lighter than other olive tones. So I'm just only going to put a little bit there. Close it. Get my beauty blender and just go ahead and blend that in. That's nice and smooth. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my blending brush, whatever is left over of your setting powder, you can definitely do this, and just kind of set it so this way it lasts. Alright, that is set. So now for the first color I'm going to go into the Norvina palette. I'm going to go ahead and use Base, which is a really nice light color, even though you've already set it. I just want to start out with a nice light shade and just patting it on, doing swiping motions. Awesome. I hope you all bought the color swatch from Sephora, because I gotta tell you, this thing has saved my life. Okay, so the colors I'm going to be going into is Incense and Volatile. First I'm going to go ahead and use Incense to go ahead and put down a transition color. I'm just going to go a little bit higher than my crease and go into the crease just a little bit. just a little bit more, just a little small dab. As you can see, oh, it's turning out really nice. And then I'm going to go into volatile, just a little bit, whatever excess is off, and do light swirling motions, and then go ahead and buff and blend that out a little bit. Alright. I'm gonna try to go ahead and upload at least 2 videos a week. I'm gonna try. I guarantee nothing because sometimes I have to get up like super early in the morning. Right now I'm off of work, so I don't have to worry about that, but yeah. Alright, so as you can see, it's just lightly done. That's it. And again, guys, you don't need to grip up on it. You can end up just really with a hot mess. So you want to be light-handed, and remember, wherever you put your brush, that's where the most pigment is going to be. So what I like to do is when I put it there, I like to start blending there and then drag it. So this way it's not like just one huge spot. Okay, so the next color I'm going to go into the Norvina palette is Love. And I'm also going to get Vietnam Red from the Modern Renaissance palette. So I got a nice little mixture of both. And I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of deepen this color just a little bit. This is really weird because normally I'll do like one color that eye and then I'll do one color that eye. But like I said, I'm trying to see if I can make this just a little bit shorter for you guys. And then what I'm gonna do, there is fallout on this, but you know, like I said, there's what doesn't have fallout. I think what I did was I went into Soul next in the Norvina palette, and you just only need a little bit, any excess off. And it just went in right there. Just like that, into the crease. You just want to get a nice purple shade going there. And don't carry it all the way. Oh, that's looking really nice. Use your color swatch. What color did I go into after? I think I did also a little bit of Love. Very, very small amount. Just to put on top of it. Because I want it to be more of a soft purple, not so much as a harsh line of purple. But it's like a really nice color. It's really hard to do purples. I mean, it is hard. It is what it is at this point, but it's a really pretty color. I was dreaming about using that color. Alright. So I think what is next, I'm just going to go dip back into Soul just a little bit. Just kind of drag it just a little bit. Like what I did with my other eye, very, very, very lightly. Alright, so what I'm going to do in, again, still the Norvina palette, is I am going to be using my fingers for the metallic colors. I've already explained, I just prefer to do it that way. I'm going to go into Celestial on this, and keep in mind my fingers, they are clean. Make sure your fingers are clean. And then I'm going to go into Wild Child. And what I am going to do is I'm going to put Celestial right here. I'm just going to keep that in the middle. And then Wild Child on the end. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix both of them, like where they meet, so they can blend really nicely. And Just go ahead and wipe it off. Okay. And then, where'd it go? Then I'm going to take my nice pointer brush and I'm going to go into the Modern Renaissance palette and pick up a little bit of Love Letter on my pointer brush here. And just go under where the lash line is. I know we didn't use Love Letter in any one of these looks, but trust me, it looks really nice. Alright, so then what I am going to do is I'm going to take my blending brush and dip into Soul, which is in the Norvina palette, only just a little bit. And I'm going to go under and kind of buff that out, just to kind of get it to blend a little bit. Ooh, that looks really pretty. And then, now that eye color is pretty much done. Sorry, my eyelash does not want to, there we go, cooperate. Poked myself in the eye, created water, and some of the glue kind of washed off, so you got to be careful about that. So go ahead and grab your liquid liner. Just do a small line. Use your lash line as your guide. Don't need anything big. We don't need to do any cat eyes. I'm not really all that good at it yet. Working on it. Yeah. Awesome. And then what you're going to do is take your Fake Awake or your white eyeliner that you have and go ahead and put it in your waterline right there. When you do this, please be careful. Don't like pull down too harshly on your skin. Because again, this skin underneath your eye is thinner and it ages a lot faster. So if you do it, I've seen a couple of gurus use a beauty blender to do it. Just make sure that your mirror can stand on its own, not like my little dinky thing here. Alright, so the next step would be to take the bake off. And if there's any fallout that you see, that's completely fine. It's just going to go away once you take the bake off, the setting powder. And yes, I know I have not put on any highlighter yet. I figured I would wait to do that. Nice. I love it. I'm just making sure. There we go. Alright, so what's next is I am actually using, today I've got a couple of different, not even a couple, I've got a bunch of different eyelashes and eyelash kits from not only Sephora but also from e.l.f. as well. So today I'm using the Luxe Lash Kit from e.l.f. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that sucker up. I really do recommend getting this. I think Sephora has their own brand. This one is from Tarte. I didn't know Sephora had their own, or else I would have just bought that brand. Not a huge fan of Tarte. I mean, like I said, I've got a couple of their stuff. But, you know, it is what it is. To each his own. Alright. So, go ahead and put the glue on your lashes. I really do prefer the wand because I can control how much glue to put on my lashes, and that might be a little too much, but hey, to each his own. Now the important thing is you definitely want to make sure that it's dry enough to put on. Like, it has to get tacky. I just kind of try to see if I can wait the right amount in order to go ahead and put it on where it dries, just like where it's not translucent, but like I just wait like 30 seconds. Still a little wet. Alright, I think it's good to go. Now what you're going to want to do when you do false eyelashes is that you're going to want to put it, when you put it on, line it up and then just stick it to the middle and then lay down the lower half and the upper half. So, there we go. Sticks to the middle there, and then just pick it up, and you're going to want to get to your lash line with this. So this way it creates a flawless look. And the liquid liner really helps. Why aren't you sticking? There we go. Keep in mind I have not put any mascara on, so it's not fully into the full effect yet, because I need to make sure that it's going to stay. And sometimes you need to hold it there for the adhesive to just kind of stick, just to make sure it's not going to go nowhere. Sorry, I didn't mean to put this in front of you guys. Alright. Cool. Awesome. Alright, so while I'm giving that its moment to dry a little bit, if you have any setting powder left over, go ahead and just put it back in. Uh-oh. Okay, well, makeup is messy. Sometimes it happens. It's okay. So, what I am going to do, where is my highlighting brush? Alright, fine, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting. So what I'm going to do is take out my Urban Decay. This is the Space Powder. If you don't have a highlighting brush, it does come with a little brush in there. I have the Anastasia one, but I can't seem to find it right now, so it is what it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and coat that both sides, and just going to go like that to both sides above where your contour and your blush is. That's what you're going to want to put it, because you want to highlight the high points. Yeah, do under the brow a little bit. I haven't done them. I'm just going to quickly use the brow tint gel and just be done. Alright. I like to mix and match my highlighters. And I'm going to be busting out the Anastasia Amrezy highlighting palette. I love this thing so much. It is just so beautiful. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. I just like to put my whole body in that thing. Awesome. And just kind of drag it up. And then do the other side. I have no problem adding more because I love my highlighters. Love, love, love my highlighters. Don't forget to do the bridge of your nose if you want to do that. You don't have to. Not everybody does. And then a little Cupid's bow. Let's see. Yeah. I love this highlighter. I mean, if you can get it, you should get it while you can, because they only just re-released it, and again, it is limited edition, so there you go. Alright, so the glue is probably about dry right now, so what you're going to want to do, what I like to do is I like to do my mascara last, and then like push the false and the real eyelashes together. Okay, so whatever mascara you want to use, I'm using the Benefit Roller Lash. And I'm just going to do my lashes. I'm not going all the way up. Again, that'll compromise the integrity of your false eyelashes. And what's really important while it's still wet, when you do your false eyelashes, oop, yep, nope, right way, is I like to push them together. You can use your fingers. Some people do that, which is completely fine. To each his own. I just prefer this method. I don't want to... Really? I just like to slightly curl it just to make sure that everything stays up. Awesome. Cool. So, the only thing really left, I have to do my bottom lashes. I forgot. I did one eye. I have to do the other. This is very backwards for me. And just gently just drag them down. Alright, awesome, awesome, awesome. So, I like to keep the plastic covering for my eyeshadow palettes just to kind of keep it extra protected, because eyeshadow palettes are not cheap. They are not cheap. I would cry if any of them broke. Also, I like to keep the plastic for my eyelashes as well, because you do get longer wear if you take care of them, and you can get many more uses. Don't forget to go ahead and clean them, which is a pain in the butt, but it's got to be done. The foundation that I did use today was the new Hourglass Vanish Seamless Liquid. This foundation is really awesome. I find that I can use it better with a beauty blender because all you need is one pump and no primer, which is unbelievable. Alright, so the next step is your setting spray. I'm not going to be using my Urban Decay today. I just did it twice, so I'm going to be using the Mattifying by CoverFX. Alright. And next, we are going to go on to lipstick. I like red. Even though I'm wearing purple, you can do red. Whew. once you set your lip liner, it's okay if you go a little thicker above, because it'll help make it last a lot longer. So what I do to create the illusion of plumper lips, go like that and like that. The natural crease. Of your lips. Just follow that. And I like to just inside the corner. I just like to draw in just to make sure that it does last a little bit longer. This is the Huda Beauty Lip Contour. This is Heartbreaker. And I am going to be using her Liquid Matte, which is also Heartbreaker as well. I'm not a big fan of her Liquid Mattes because it bleeds insane, even with lip liner. I think I know what she was trying to do. She was trying to make something that wasn't so matte because not everybody likes that look. But it's just your personal preference. I wasn't a fan of it. Alright. The good thing about the liquid mattes, what I normally do is I usually put down a lip balm. It doesn't matter what matte lipstick you put on. I don't care if it's from Huda Beauty, Tarte, or even Rihanna's lipsticks. I always usually put down a lip balm. I didn't do it today. I'm not going to be wearing this for too long. All I got to do is a couple of errands and that's it. Yeah, I don't, that is my recommendation. Definitely always put down a lip balm before you put on your liquid mattes, just to prevent them from cracking and things like that. And I think you get longer wear from your lipstick that way. So that is the complete look. I'm just going to take my hair down. I just wanted to put it back while I was doing this. So this is not bad. I just didn't feel like putting something in the inner corner today. I just didn't feel like it today. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave you with some notes here. You don't have to use high-end brands. There are brands out there that you can use that have the same pigmentation. I know Maybelline has got a couple of eyeshadow palettes that are really cool. I got their Lemonade one. I liked it. I actually gave it to my mom, and she uses it, and she likes it. And it's very pigmented and does last. You know, and especially with highlighters, I do have a couple of highlighters from Wet n Wild and from L'Oreal. And, you know, and they are so pigmented as well. So don't feel that you always have to go get high-end, especially if you're starting out with makeup. I just prefer these brands. I do like them. I also do like my Wet n Wild stuff. I do like my L'Oreal. I do like my Maybelline and Almay. Almay, shout out to you, because seriously, when I had really bad acne and I knew nothing about makeup, it was that brand that I used that, you know, that my face could tolerate. Also, what is this? Let me just blend that just a little bit. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and say this, you know, you don't need a guy or a girl to make you happy ever. You need to be happy with you and who you are. You know, don't forget that you are so loved, more than you could ever know. And don't forget that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and I'm glad that you're here. And I'll see you guys again. Bye.